Hello and welcome again to another episode of Juanaround Talks and Thoughts. Today I talk with my friend Mustafa from Safronbolu. We're going to talk about relationships, about cheating, polyamorous, a lot of different topics. The interesting thing is that he does not know that I'm recording the conversation. When we met, he told me, we should record these conversations, are so nice. So what I did is, instead of telling him, okay, let's just do an interview, I just start recording without him knowing, because he expressed the desire to be recorded, but I didn't want him to change, to be like rigid. So I just start recording without him knowing. And of course, later on, I told him, I was recording, can I use this, can I publish it? And he gave me the authorization. I think it's very good because it's more natural and it's just like a normal conversation. Of course, the audio is going to be, it's going to vary because, I was recording only with the cell phone and he didn't know, so I was just putting the cell phone there. I hope you enjoy it. It's really natural. It's basically as honest as it can get. And I think it has a very good descriptions of relationships and human desires and men versus women desires and behaviors in relationships, etc. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Like one day before, I was telling her this story. It's like real story. I was working as a journalist in like this kind of, we call it farms, but it's these places where you put alcoholics to rehab.
Rehabilitation center.
Yeah. So there was one. I went like undercover, so I pretend to be like an alcoholic and check how they treat them because supposedly they beat them. Yeah.
Cool, huh?
So I was there, and every day, 2 times a day, they talk. Like talk with the people, and they go to some kind of, and they say, my name is this, blah 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 blah. And there was this guy, probably around 20 years old. And he started to say, I'm an alcoholic. I used to take drinks from garbage and collect little drinks until I have a full drink and drink it, stuff like that. And then he just stopped, like for 30 seconds, he just stopped, don't say anything. And he said, but what I'm really, really addicted is dick. I was like, what the fuck? And he started to talk about dicks. Like I like big dicks, I like bushy dicks, I like good big head dicks, and dicks, like for 10 minutes talking about dicks, like really. And then in one point he stops again.
Sorry, where it was?
Mexico.
Okay.
In one point he stops again, and he said, you know what, the thing is that I was sexually abused when I was a kid, and until today I don't know if I see the person that abused me, I don't know if I will kill him or if I will suck his dick. Yeah. So that's the level of, like the neuronal connections, like the traumas that you create, these connections are so unpredictable that you can go to extreme of hating something or to extreme of loving something based on pure trauma. So next day she was telling me, I cheat on my boyfriend many times. I couldn't. I was just a person that I couldn't resist, like the urge of having sex. So she was telling me, I cheat on my boyfriend because I couldn't control myself. I wanted to have sex.
I feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same. Like being with someone,
Yeah.
Even loving her,
Yeah.
was not stop me
Yeah.
to desire of or think of somebody else.
Yeah.
And it would be really hard for me to stop myself.
Yeah.
If I can, like
Yeah.
in some social blah blah blah.
Yes.
But till now, or not till now, but till I read about the book. There's a book from the United States. There are two scientists wrote.
Okay.
It's about sex,
Okay.
as you can guess. And they say being only with one person is not for human type. So it's like we are multi-sexual bodies as a person. Okay, I'm not talking about sex addiction, it's something else. Like I cannot stop myself for every day, or I'm dreaming about sex every time. No, I'm not talking about this. But just selecting for one person, one partner, and saying that, okay, only with her.
Yes.
I'm in love with her, so I'm not gonna sleep with anybody else all my life or all my time.
Yes.
That's not for me.
Yeah.
And I was blaming on myself.
Yes.
Why I'm like this, blah blah.
Yeah, I understand.
But after reading that book, I haven't finished it yet. It's like 500 pages or something, but I think I pretty much read about it.
Yes.
And one of them is anthropologist, and the other one is psychologist, I think. So they all say what we have been told till now was wrong.
Yeah.
They say it's so normal. They have some, clues or something to show that we are not, as a type, as a.
Yeah, I understand your point. The thing is that I would say that as like a rule of thumb, like the way I see it, is that if you are very straightforward with a person and said, this is the person that I am, do you want to go with this? But like at the beginning, because it's a little bit kind of selfish to say it when the girl is in love. It's like, okay, well, this is who I am, so you're in love, so fuck it, you are just fucked, but like at the beginning, like I'm this. In Europe, there is, it's very trendy, very, very trendy to see like these polyamorous relationships.
Polygamy, right?
Well, they call it polyamorous because they feel that there is a relationship, like a love relationship with multiple partners. I definitely cannot support their thing for the following. I think the description of polyamorous, how they see it, is result of the convenience that we have right now in societies. Let me put you an example. Most of these persons, when they are young, most of these people is like, okay, I love you and I love the guy that is in France and I love the guy that is in UK. So you notice a pattern. They are far away. So that's number one. They are far away. And they said, okay, then why is love? Why is not just polygamy? Why is love? Okay, well, when I feel sad, I can talk with my friend because he loved me. Or I can talk with my other friend that we have sex because he loved me. I'm like, okay, that's the thing. The thing is that right now you can say I feel sad, and I can send you an emoji of the thing crying, and tell you, oh, tell me everything about it. Leave my cell phone, go do my life, come back and say, oh, I understand you. It's very sad. It's very convenient to generate the idea that I'm understanding you when maybe I'm not understanding you. So I was exactly, and I was talking with a friend about it. She's polyamorous, and she was going to a camp, and she was saying, I'm going to see another friend, the polyamorous friend. He's going to meet me there. And later in the week, she said, I'm not going to see this friend. I was saying, why? Well, the thing is that he said that he's too far away, but he was outside of the city, not other country, outside of the city. I was like, and he is not from that country, so he came to that country, stayed in the capital in Prague, and he wasn't able to go outside of the city to meet her. So and I was telling her, well, that's the level of commitment of your polyamorous. He's in the same city, but he's just not willing to take a 20 minutes train to see you. So there is no connection there. It's okay if you want to fuck around. It's like, like as you said, I'm not I have desire of somebody else. I get it. But girl, don't fool yourself. This guy is just not willing to do the minimum effort to go to you. Of course, I don't know the book that you have read. I can tell you.
Sex and Down.
Sex and Down.
Okay. The name. Okay. I can show it to you if it's here.
Yeah. What I can tell you is that the more you read psychologists, sociologists, and definitely anthropologists, they contradict each other. So for me, it's very difficult to agree with a theory, but for me, it's very easy to agree with logic, and the logic is just tell the girl at the beginning. It's very logical, right?
Yeah, of course. But the thing is, your point before, maybe at the beginning of some speech, you mentioned the main point. It's a fear.
Yeah.
We are afraid, or I afraid, to lose it.
Of course.
That's why I cannot be that direct. But let's say I just met the girl.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, so good, so. So and then my heart's like, poop, poop, poop. Okay, I want her. Okay, and it seems that we're on the way. Like I'm getting her.
Yes.
Not talking about sexually only.
Yes, I understand.
Like in a connection, friendship or love, whatever.
Yes.
So in that time, in that point, you have the fear of missing. Like before getting.
Yes.
You at the same moment, your mind is warning. Attention.
Yes.
Be careful.
Yes.
Do not do
Don't
something
screw it up.
stupid. Yeah. Do not do something stupid.
Yes.
Do not break it.
Yes.
But being honest is good thing.
Yes.
Being open is good thing. Like what they say in English. Inner. Whatever. I cannot.
Okay.
I can remember. Whatever. So in that point, it's a hard decision.
Yes, of course.
If you say the truth, hey, girl.
Yes.
It's so nice. You're so nice. Everything is so nice. But you need to know something about me. Look, that is how I am.
Yes.
So what if she says bullshit? I'm going. It's like it's hard decision.
Of course.
It's really hard.
Of course. Of course, it's hard. But I would say that it's how can I say it? It's the two things. It's hard because society has developed this idea, the idea of monogamy. That, by the way, this is something that has been changed over time in different periods and in different cultures.
Yeah.
And the origin of monogamy was actually very altruistic. The origin, kind of in a goodwill.
Yeah, it's a wish. They say so.
But more like in a pragmatic sense. The thing is that people with a lot of power, people with a lot of money, people with a lot of strength get all the girls. So if in a society where that happens, it creates an imbalance. Like, let's just imagine that it's a triangle, and there is a man that is the powerful, the strong, the handsome, and then you see less powerful, until you see the bottom where nobody wants. So this idea of, okay, everybody needs to have only one girl provides the possibility for that bottom to get girls. But this was helpful in many parts of history because it avoids revolutions. It avoids conflicts. Because again, like sex, like basically we are designed to reproduce. Like that's as any biological being is like, okay, like you wake up, you're like, okay, you need to reproduce, bro. Like that's your point in life. Like you need to continue the species. So anyway, I think that's one point. Like the society that we live nowadays value monogamy. or at least in this time, in this country, values monogamy. But also, the thing is that creates a sense of you need to give something to get something. And you want that girl is into monogamy, you need to decide, do you like the girl enough to be monogamous with her or not? And on the other point, if you don't tell the truth at the beginning, are she falling in love with you or with an image that is actually not you, because you are not telling her exactly who you are? So you have like these things. I mean, of course, you at the end you want pussy, so you want to go for, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, I can be whatever, and then I forget. But think about it, like if I don't go straight forward and say, like, this is who I am, is she falling in love with you, or the idea that you want to present to her to not lose her?
I think we are in a point that we are talking about morality, right? Like, being yourself. I think morally the best thing you could do, I think. I'm not talking about moral values, written all over. Like, it's yourself. Like, you have, I don't know what it's in English, but you have something judgmental in your heart or mind, whatever. Yeah. So it's, there's a court, like, it judges you all the time.
Yes.
You do the truth should. But on the other hand, as you mentioned, it's hard to be the most expected true one all the time. Yeah. And it's not sometimes, or maybe most of the time, I don't know, because of the common values are different, or common values are elder, under is German. Anyway, different than yours.
Yes, you are the outlier.
Yeah. So you're somebody not within the circle outside. Yeah. So the life gets harder then. So you have to find some ways to be in, like the Schopenhauer's, with the animal with the something like.
Oh, porcupine.
Small.
Yeah, the porcupine.
Yeah. So Schopenhauer's stories like that.
The closer you get, the more you hurt. Yeah.
If you go, then
yes. Yes.
So it's like it's how is it like in the community? Like, okay, if you go so in, it's dirty, it's harmful, but on the other hand, you cannot go live in the mountain by yourself because you need it.
Yeah, but do you think that there are more people like you?
More people like me?
Yes.
I think the number is getting more, but on the other hand, I don't think it never will be the the bigger amount.
And it sucks because you want more. You don't want only one girl, you want many. So the numbers don't add up, man. Yeah. The only way is cheating. I mean, there is these communities, the rainbow communities.
I read about them, but
they are very into that.
Are they still?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, they're still many in Europe. Many they go to Armenia. Many go to Albany. They're strong.
You know what? Like, I learned it somehow in some time in the background of my life. Like, I checked in the internet, rainbow, blah blah, where are they? But I don't know. Like, I forgot. But as I remember, I remember something like it's ended. Like, there were gatherings and stuff, so on, and they ended. Isn't it like that, or?
No, there are different groups, particularly like Facebook, and they do the gatherings, they organize everything, and they go. I have a friend that he's super into that, and he was in a gathering in Bulgaria like less than a month ago. Like they're
so it's
still on. But you can have like, for example, I think in his gathering it was like maybe 10 guys and 3 girls. So
so still problematic again.
Yeah, unless you're like, I'm bisexual, then you have all the fun. I'm bisexual, I have men, girls. You multiply your possibilities of relationship. But there are also some that they are very big. There are some that there are like 100 people in those gatherings. Yeah.
It's, I don't know, like how we come to this point, but like maybe I can ask for the groups as well, like if you know so. But this is not the main point. Like the main point is like, you know, the morality. I would like to go a step back to that point. Like being yourself, I think, is the top of, you know, as a human. You could do the best of yourself, like being yourself. But on the other hand, it's so impossible. It's almost impossible to in this time, because you know you're surrounded by a lot of like not only the real, you know, this surrounds you so much. Just only this, you know, like the fake, definitely. So I don't know. I find it so hard.
Yeah, like of course, it's difficult being the outlier, and the chances of being successful being the outlier are low. We are social beings. Like we need to be surrounded by people. So I guess you need to be a cheater, or you need to, you know, make a commitment like, okay, I'm going to be only with one girl. But it is not easy, definitely.
It's not.
Yeah.
I never told my relationships.
Yeah.
I did it all the time.
Yeah.
To all, and I never told.
Yeah.
One time I get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time it was the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
Like she was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
La 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 la. I'm going. Bye bye. It happened.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it didn't stop me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like after her, I had a new relationship. At the time, I was not taking my lesson. You know, like I was not able to.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it. You know, like I'm not saying, oh, no. But the thing is, it's really hard. It's really hard. Like,
of course,
it's like the previous one.
Yeah.
She quit just because she said bye-bye. She kicked me out just because I did cheat on her and she caught. And I felt so sorry. I was loving her, blah blah blah. I felt so sorry, but at the end, when I started,
you did it again with somebody else.
Yeah, when I started a new relation, I kept what I'm doing.
Yeah, the thing is that definitely we need to dig like what is the motive for our behaviors in any way, like not cheating or not non-cheating. You know my point. Like both of them have an origin. Like the idea of I'm not a cheater has also an origin, like the idea of I'm a cheater. You know, like both have origins.
Yeah.
And we actually don't know which one is good one to have multiple partners or not. The people that says that is good, they don't have idea, and the people that says it is not good, they still not have like clear idea. But the point is that human beings and the way we evolve and the way we evolve as humans and as a society is based on trust. Like trust is what have create our societies. Capitalism is based on society. It starts with the idea of I can give you loans. Like it's like trust is very important. So I can tell you that you could be very surprised of what a woman can like really. Like I think we tend to mythify what women want, and sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes women like I can have fun, and sometimes it's like the women like I wanna have fun, and I will have it either with you or not. You know, like maybe you need to go to the right places to find these kind of people, but you need to be aware that it's not you are going to have fun and she's not going to have fun. Both are going to have fun. And can you deal with that? If you can deal with that, then it means yes. It means what your book says. It means yes, we are not monogamous. But I will tell you that it's hard. The first sexologist in United States, maybe they talk about him, Kinsey. He wrote the Kinsey report, everything about sex, like everything.
Yeah. They mentioned
everything. So he was very convinced that sex was another activity, like playing tennis, or it was another activity, no problem. It wasn't part of the relationship, to the point that his wife was banging a guy in another room while he was waiting. Hey guys, we need to go. Like, to that point, he was completely detached from sex. So he really believed in this idea. But he have a group of 15 people that work for him, around 15 people, and of course they trust him, and they start to try to apply the same idea. Well, the results weren't very good. It ended up in total chaos. They believed on him, so they were saying, okay, if Kinsey believed that sex is just a normal activity, we should treat sex as normal activity. I mean, we work for him, so we should trust him. So they start to treat their relationships in the way Kinsey was seeing his relationship. So they said, okay, so I can sleep with your wife and you can sleep with mine. We can have group sex. And it turns out in total chaos, in a lot of jealousy, in a lot of problems, in a lot of fights. So maybe there are people that are very I can do it, like Kinsey. But if there were let's just say, not just for rounding up, let's just say that there were 9 people in the team, one is Kinsey, we will say that 90% of the times that doesn't work. Only Kinsey worked, and all their team, they got problems in their marriages because they were trying to do that. And I would say that it's very it's totally cool if you say, I'm not monogamous, but be aware that the girl will say, okay, if you can do it, I can do it.
I have a question about the Kinsey. So, the 9, not the Kinsey.
Yeah.
The 9. I think the real question is, why do they act like that?
Yeah.
To me, it seems, or it comes to me, like they are grown up in a society.
Yeah.
And of course, the society has already opinion on everything.
Yeah.
So I think, okay, we learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 35. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do with last 35 years? Is that that easy? That I learn something now and okay, I adopt? No.
Yeah.
So I think my memories always bothering me.
Of course.
Even though the new info is the most true info I got.
Yeah.
My background always is like nightmare. It's like horror. It comes up. So I think the problem might cause because of those nightmares, like the background.
Yes.
Okay, okay, we cannot say easily the Kinsey is the normal human being, the others not, because they are poisoned by society's unnormal opinions. But on the other hand, we cannot say in that 10 group of 10, Kinsey was the only one who can deal with it. The others couldn't. So we can say we should be, or we are not in normal type. We are monogamous. We cannot say that either, because both Kinsey and the others had the background.
Yeah.
And the background is surrounded by society's values. You know that. So I think it's so complex.
But for example, you could be okay if your girlfriend goes and have sex with somebody else.
I thought about it.
And what do you think?
I I think I cannot be. It's hard for me. I talked, like I had the case. Because the one I was telling you about that I cheated on, she was almost okay with that, the idea. Like, if I would tell her in the beginning, hey, look, I don't want a monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
I want to sleep with somebody else, and she would say yes. But of course, as you say, she would say, okay, I should be free as well.
Yes.
You know, in this relationship, I have the same value as you.
Yes.
So you wouldn't say anything to me if I would like to go sleep with someone else.
Yes.
I thought about it. Like, we didn't talk it directly, but I understood. You know, like I was seeing, I was observing. But the idea was not okay. Like, it was a nightmare. Like, but I think I was not feeling okay, not because of she was going to have fun with somebody else, but I think in the roots, why I didn't feel alright, there can be two reasons I can detect. One is the fear, you know, the fear of missing her. I think in the roots, it's the fear of she finds somebody else better than you and say bye-bye. You are afraid of it, you know, like, okay, that's okay, she can go sleep, only if we are alright that she will come back, you know. But what if she will not?
Yes.
She might sleep with someone else, you know, like, till this my age, what I observe is, like, we see the sex in different points in between genders. Like, the perception of man of sex is different, or the meaning. Like, you know that, like, we do, as a man, we do have sex for sex, mostly. But for women, mostly, I think, they do like it first and then have sex. But the man is easier, like, it's like a biological thing that we desire, because of the desire, we just like this shape and I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
We can have sex easily.
Yeah.
But for most, not of course, not all, but I think women, the desire comes second, I think.
From emotions.
Yeah, like they like first and they go and sleep. Not always one more time, but I think in comparison.
Yes.
So the thing is, if my partner goes sleep with somebody else, the fear is missing her. Like, if she likes him more than me, that was the main point, I think. I catch. And the second thing, what was it? I talked too much, so I forgot the second one. The second one was it? Okay, yeah, I remember. The background of myself.
Yeah.
What the community taught me is like your honor, you know, like blah blah, like not. I could be okay.
Yeah.
She's sleeping with somebody else, but I was afraid that if it can be talk, you know, if somebody else would know that it's my partner.
Yeah.
And at the
Like
same
being
time,
ashamed about that.
Yeah, shame. Shame, like my honor, you know, my value, statue, you know?
Yes. Okay.
So if somebody know me and our relationship, know her and knows her, she's sleeping with somebody else at the same time. So it's a problem, I think, you know, like.
Yeah, I understand.
It didn't felt myself alright, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is the maximum honesty I could share, you know, like.
Yeah.
Those two reasons didn't allow me to accept that.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely, at least most of the scientific community agree with that, whether now they don't want to accept it, but many people, but of course most scientists agree that men are more attracted to like the physical aspect of a person, and it's an evolutionary trait, because men wants to make sure that their seed like goes to the next generation, while for women, since they need to carry the baby for 9 months, they need to find somebody to rely on. But having said that, the same fear that you can have that the girl can live for another man because she likes him more is the same fear that she can have. Maybe you like her body more.
The other ones.
Yes, the other girls.
Yeah.
So I would say that if you want to be like a total nice guy, I would say that number one, I would tell them from the start, maybe you will find less girls, but the girls that you find, you will have better life. And if that is going to happen, you need to understand that you need to allow the girl to also have fun. Otherwise, it's very convenient for you, brother. Otherwise, it's just.
I'd like to mention I feel so on these points, on these kind of subjects.
Yeah.
My thoughts or what I want or what I ask for is too much for the society, I think. Not only about this sex.
Yeah.
Like I told you from the, I can easily say this is not normal for the Turkish. Like I'm talking about within our culture and within our society.
Yeah.
So, like there are a lot of musts.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, is an easy example that you walk in, you see the house is like that. I didn't do anything to tidy it up, just because you're coming up. Mm-hmm. And you see and you give me a point and stuff. So in Turkish culture, I can say it's so important.
Okay.
You're a foreigner, you're not my friend.
Okay.
You don't know me close.
Yes.
So I cannot be sure that you are not going to judge me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I understand. Yes.
So it's all in a mess and untidy and it's not unclean. Yeah. Blah blah blah. So I cannot be sure about the percentage, but I can say if we right now, if we call my friends and say, hey, look, tomorrow we are going to come to visit you, is that all right? If they would say yes, and if we go, we'll see a really tidy house, really clean, everything on its way,
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's not only the Turkish culture, I can guess, because in my whole life, 35 years, I see only one person or one couple or one experience I had. Not one experience, but one more than one time, but with the same couple. They were really relaxed, she was like, everything's full, full of dishes, not tidy, blah blah blah. That was Polish couple. At the time I had a Polish girlfriend and her sister, older sister. She was like really, she was not care. And it doesn't matter if you come or not, she's like that and she's like that.
Yeah.
But mostly, I never saw, maybe people in their daily lives, it's more mess, but they tidy up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do. Just because you're coming, and they don't seem to be like that. So, it's just an example.
Yeah.
Or the other, like the belief or the politic opinions and it's hard for me, like what I think. It's really far away from this community. Unfortunately.
Yes.
I mean, in a good point that I did read, I did experience something else, or I did watch something else.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But in a practical way, it doesn't help.
Yes, of course.
It doesn't help.
Yes.
It's like you feel out
Yeah,
there.
of course.
And you say, like, I don't believe that I will be able to find somebody is gonna be okay with all my reality.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's nightmare.
Yeah, feeling alone is not a good sensation, definitely. And well, either you get more like them, or they get more like you, and the chances is that they will not get more like you. But there is also another option. Like you can find your own community, or build your own community. Like right now, bro, there is no excuses. You can just go Facebook and say group of people that are polyamorous, or group of people that are, and trust me, like you can find people. Maybe not only Turkey, maybe if you check it around Europe, but at least you will find somebody, at least one person.
Okay.
Maybe it's not going to be women.
I agree, my dear. I agree, but the thing is, like, I'm happy. I'm happy here.
Yeah.
In my conditions. I don't want to leave my country. Like, not mine, but
Yeah,
the land I grew up,
Yeah, I understand.
The culture. You understand. I'm not nationalist, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't give a shit about the flag or the religion. I don't give a shit. Like, I prefer him than now. Of course. But on the same way, it's like how to say, sculpture.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like it because it's a human being. Come on, it's too much idealization.
Yeah, but
it's horror. No, it's a human being. Come on.
Yeah.
So it can be that like.
Yeah, like a god.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That's what sugar.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Or you can create rainbow gathering Turkey.
Okay, and then?
Well, you invite people to rainbow gatherings, and people people understand. People that are in that rainbow gatherings, they know what they are and what they like, and it's good.
Are you hungry, by the way?
No, bro, it's okay. I mean, to be honest, don't get me wrong. Like, I sympathize with you. It's difficult, man. It's very difficult to be with only one girl. It's really hard, and I can tell you, like, all my last long-in relationships, I cheated. Like, like it's not that I'm trying to tell you, this is the right thing to do. Like, no, like I'm in the same side. It's very difficult. I need to accept, in my case, like what I feel now is I need to accept that I need to make a sacrifice. I need to compromise. If I want something, let's just say you want this apartment. You need money for the apartment. You want to go traveler. You need money. You want a girl. There is going to be some requirements that this person have. I guess the most nicest thing would be to find a girl that says, I want you to have sex with a lot of girls, and I don't want to have sex with a lot of men. But good luck finding it.
That was the final yes.
Good luck finding it. Because I don't know if you know, but our brain, the way it works, we don't get mad about pain. We don't get mad about anything but injustice. Everything that we feel that is unjust causes a huge problem in our brain. It's the way we evolved to basically overcome the rest of pseudo-humans that they were, not pseudo-humans, but the other type of human that exists before. It was one of our things, like, we don't like injustice. So for a girl that is like, okay, so you have sex with girls, I don't have sex with guys, it's not nice. So it's not even if she wants it. It's not even if she desires it. It's like, what the fuck? It's not fair. It's not fair for me. And so, but maybe you can find a girl. I can tell you that there are girls. Now, the other thing that you can do, as I was telling you in the pyramid, is being on the top of the pyramid. I was like, okay, I'm going to have sex with a lot of girls, and you are going to have sex with 0 men, only me. And I'm the provider. I'm the one that has cool cars. I'm the guy that travels. I'm the man. So if you don't accept it, there is going to be a line of 10 girls that are accepted. At the end, sexuality becomes some sort of economical system, like offer and demand. If you are in high demand, you can ask for anything. But for that, you need to be in high demand, brother. And in my case, like I'm not. So I need to make a sacrifice. And I could continue cheating. I could continue, I'm good. But I found out that sometimes in life you need to decide between what you want and what you want to be. And sometimes it's not the same. Sometimes are completely in opposite sides. And in my case particularly, which maybe is not very beneficial, I choose what I want to be. And I want to be the kind of person that, the thing is that for me is weakness. Like not be able of being myself is being weak. So either I change or I go straight and say like, I'm like this. And as you mentioned, if I go and say like, I'm like this, the possibilities of having the girl is almost zero. So I decide to say, since I want to be myself, I need to improve myself, or in the sense of social norm, that this society. And one of these norms is, okay, I need to be faithful with you, and etc. So yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard, bro.
It was really good. You're saying, I really liked it. Like, I enjoy your speech. I would like to mention it first, and then I have an example of that.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girl.
Yes.
Friend, not the same one.
Yeah. Polish too?
No, not the same one. The Turkish.
Okay.
It started like that. We had a deal.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about the sex. It was not about the sex. But the thing is, that I did know that she had a lot of experience on that, and she slept at the same time with more than one guys.
Yeah.
And her backgrounds.
Yeah.
But she was like, she's satisfied with it, like she's done with it.
Yeah.
And she wanted me as the one.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk directly about the sex, but that was what I understood.
Yeah.
And we had, a agreement, some sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Like we wrote down our expectations or rules at the beginning, in the first day.
Oh wow.
It was crazy, but yeah.
Contract.
Yeah, some sort of, but it was fun at the end.
Yeah.
It was not like, we go to the judge.
Notarize.
No. Just in between us.
Yeah.
So anyway, one statement was like, it was her statement.
Yeah.
She said, you can go to holiday with your friends, with your male friends.
Yes.
Without me.
Yeah.
But I don't prefer to go alone anywhere without you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Holiday as a holiday.
Yeah.
So what I understood from the statement, like on that holidays, on that my free time without her,
I need to be with her.
No. I could go and cheat. You know what I mean? Like, it's my right. Mm-hmm. She gave me that right that I have a holiday, free holiday without her, to go to somewhere else with my friends. And on that time, I possibly going to cheat her, right? I mean, I'm alone. Of course, it's not. We didn't talk. We didn't say about.
Yeah, I understand. That is also interesting. It's also interesting, this idea, and it's not very much discussed. Like saying, okay, you know what? 1 month a year, go crazy. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, whatever. But then you come, maybe you check out. You know, if we want to be like, really see it, like trying to project it in reality. You know, I'm wife. Okay, go crazy. But then you come and a medical checkout, you know, for my health, that you don't have any disease or whatever, and we continue with our lives 11 months. But definitely it's shit. It's a possibility. Like, it's something that somebody could do, you know. But you need to constrict yourself to 1 month. Okay, 1 month I'll go crazy, and are you able to hold on for 11 months? You know, that's one thing.
Okay.
But it's actually a very good kind of solution. It's like, okay, 1 month you go crazy, or I don't know, a weekend.
But listen, what has happened at the end?
Yeah.
That was the deal, right? That was the deal we made. And she put on herself. She said, I will not go anywhere else without you. She says, like, I will not do my own separate holiday.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, it seemed like go have sex with somebody else when I'm not there, and when you're with me, don't cheat on me. I understood it like that, right?
Okay.
So we started. Some time passed and blah blah. What has happened? Jealousy came out.
Yeah.
You know, like on the same statement.
Yeah.
She was saying that I could go see my friends, female friends as well, outside. Not cheating. She wasn't talking about cheating, but socializing is fine for her. It was fine. But for her, she didn't prefer to socialize with men. She says on the statement. But what has happened later on? Like I hosted female. No, at the time I told her that I couchsurfing, I host people and blah 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 blah. She didn't want me to. She didn't want me to host only girls alone. One girl. She didn't. But if it could be 2, she was okay with it. That 2 girls is fine. She said. And then if it is 1, I still could help out, you know, like recommending a friend and stuff so on, but preferably not hosting her alone. So it happened, the time came up and it happened. I, like, alone lady, alone young woman wanted to stay with me, and I said, sorry, I cannot host you, but I can help you. So I took her, and I took her to my friend's house, and they stayed together. And I just went to breakfast, you know, next morning. And my girlfriend at the time, I even invited her to come. She didn't prefer to. And say, okay, go have fun, blah 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 blah. And then she comes up after the breakfast and she starts yelling, how come you gonna go? I said, hey, look, what are you talking about? What did we agree on? Yeah. Like, are you blaming on me that I'm going to have breakfast, and also my friend is there as well, and he's a man, you know, like they stayed together the day before. You know, it ended up like that. And I lost my control and I said, go where the fuck you want to go, you know, like, let's end. This is because it was the first exercise of the statement, you know, like, and she screwed up. Yeah. She did the bullshit, you know, like, she was yelling and she was like, yeah. Also the thing that, definitely that's a problem that could happen, but also the thing is, thank you very much, of I don't know how much you can start breaking
crossing lines after lines after lines, little by little, and you end up hurting yourself and hurting the person that is with you. I don't know if it's understandable, kind of.
You mean by cheating?
By cheating, but also by having this type of arrangements. You know, like let's just imagine that says, okay, every month, one day you are going to have sex with this ex person or with the person that you want. One day a week you go and do whatever. And one day, just by mistake, it happens that it's not the day that should be, but you find a girl.
Yes.
And then you say, like, you know, I can change the day, and I can this and not that. But again, I think the main problem is this, like the feeling, the lack of trust that I told you that is like part of our evolution, and the sense of injustice that is part of how our brain is connected. So even that, it will feel like, okay, I cannot trust this guy because we agree, like come on, like I'm so cool, I'm giving him one day to fuck around a week, and that motherfucker doesn't respect the fucking day. This is seriously no serious. Like, this is just no serious. You know how many times you can break.
What if that guy comes up to the girl and asks for it? You know, like says in an honest way, like says, let's say it's Friday. No, it's Saturday, right? Okay. The deal is Saturday is the most probable day.
And we are here talking about shit. Oh my god, brother. Okay, yes.
I could take you out. Tomorrow morning I have to read those.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Let's say the day is Saturday, and somehow the guy find a girl on Sunday or weekdays. Let's say Thursday.
Yeah.
So what if the guy goes to the partner and says, "Hey, my lovely, my dear, my the only, I found that girl and I want to change my day only for this day." So isn't that also okay? But you say this is losing your.
I think it's okay if she says no and you said okay, fuck it. But you're not going to do it. It's like, oh, she said no, so I need to do it in secret, and that's the main problem, bro. You understand? Because I guess it's like lack of trust, because you feel that you are not in control. You know, like just imagine if it's the other way around.
Okay, can I ask you a new question?
Yeah, sure.
Can you be in control?
In life?
Yes.
Fuck, brother, that's a very existential question, and I will tell you the easiest, I would say no.
Yeah, I think so. That's the point. Like, it's not
yes,
only
but you
limited
need to have the sensation of control, even if you don't have it. Like the universe is entropy, is chaos. You cannot have any kind of control. But imagine your brain, your thoughts, all day saying, I have no control of my life. That's a very fucked up life. Like all day is like nothing I do matters. This is just uncontrollable. You know, you become like nihilist and you can go like into suicidal mode like very fast, because it's just like, you know, I cannot control anything. So I mean, it's a nice lie that we tell ourselves to not get mad or crazy, you know, saying like, yeah, I can control my life, but it is not true. You know, there are people that they spend all their lives taking care of their health, and they get cancer just because, without smoking, lung cancer. You know, like it's not possible.
It's possible, yeah. Let's give an example. My mother is sick.
Sorry to hear it. Okay.
Breathing problems.
Okay.
She never smoked.
Yes.
She never in her
Yeah.
life, never ever.
Yeah.
My father
Yeah.
as well, never smoked.
Yeah.
Or she didn't work in an area, under coal or stuff on a fabric.
Yes.
Never. But she has the problem of this.
Yeah.
Her lungs is not enough to carry enough oxygen or press or filter,
right.
whatever.
Yes. Yes.
She needs machines to continue her life.
Yes.
It's a big problem, big deal. Like maybe at the first time she got it seriously.
Yeah.
16 hours per day, 16 hours she had the machines on. 16 hours.
Oh, bro.
16 hours. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, no, it's hard.
She didn't smoke. She didn't drink alcohol. Never.
Yeah.
My father didn't. Her father didn't. I'm trying to describe where she lived in her life. She didn't work in a fabric. She only worked in a, open, or she didn't work in a cold stuff. But she got it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the thing is that the same way our brain, the same way our decisions, and the same way our health is determined at least by 3 factors. It's like our genetical factor, the way we were growing up, and our environment growing up, and our environment in today's life. And maybe she has like some genetic problem, maybe, because it doesn't need to manifest like right away. And most of the genetics, actually a very good book called Behavior explains that most of the genetic problems needs to be triggered by some environmental things. So maybe a set of things happen.
Set of things. But just I just wanted to give an example. You said like my mother is really example of it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
One thing to mention, I think I'm that type. Like I'm paying attention. But of course, on the other hand, I do know that it's not on my control. But on the other hand, I'm thinking like, okay, if I do know something, I should do it. I should better
act accordingly. Yeah. Of course.
I should better. Let's say, I have a scientist I follow. Is a doctor, Turkish doctor. She's medicine doctor, and besides
biochemist.
Yeah, biochemics. And an engineering degree also,
Shit. Like she's big deal.
Yeah, and she's mostly working on cell.
Okay.
Cell health.
Okay.
So she has 4 books, and I have all 4, and I follow her on Instagram. She posts short infos because I don't know. Because I didn't study medicine and I don't know my body.
Yeah, of course.
How it works and stuff, so on. Yeah, let's say she says biorhythm, circadian, that we should sleep like after it gets dark, turn on the lights. Red light instead of white or yellow.
Yeah.
And this type is not good. Like this is.
It keeps you awake.
Energy saver mode. The LED is not good. The other type, the X. Is better.
Yeah, because it resembles fire, and we are used to evolving. Like okay, it's night. The light it's the color of the fire, and this what resembles the sun. So our brain is like okay, we still awake. Like it's still day.
It's nothing wrong. But on the other hand, it's hard. It's hard to follow all in a deep way.
Bro,
it's hard.
It's hard, and there is some theory, like sociological theory called risk society theory by German guy Ulrich Beck. And he explained that these like modern societies, particularly Western societies, are driven by avoiding risk and trying to fulfill risk.
Sorry, would you like tea?
No, thank you, very good. So basically, he explained that these Western societies, everything is about trying to avoid risk, trying to assess risk, etc., etc. While in the other societies, it's not like that, and the main reason is because we become we take care of ourselves. Like we ourselves, we are our own responsibility in these places, because we have science, because we don't believe in gods, because we don't believe in something bigger than tell us what to do. And in the previous is like, okay, there is a storm, okay, the god of the storm is mad, so we cannot do anything about it. Is the god, he's mad, you know? So these new societies, of course, it's more freedom, because it's kind of like, you know, I make my own destiny, kind of. If we don't count the entropy of the universe, like I make my own life. But on the other hand, it brings a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of sense of getting lost. Because in the previous one, if you were a shoemaker, because your father was a shoemaker, because the father of your father was a shoemaker, you said like, this is my life. I'm a shoemaker, you know, and it's like, okay, so you get like used to it. But in the other one, it's like, okay, I can do whatever I want, and this is what I am. Fuck, like it's my problem. There is people that start like nothing and they are rich, and I'm not. So I'm the problem. I'm the one that cannot do it. So it brings all these kind of sensations of depression. I try to not get fixated on these things, because if you get fixated and you start like, okay, you know, there are people that measure the fucking food, bro. Like there are people that's like, okay, 500 grams of meat for my breakfast, 300, and it's okay if they can do it. But in my case, it's a lot of pressure on themselves. And like, dude, there is more in life than that. And maybe if you want the perfect body, but you know, the perfect body is not like, it's just aesthetics. It's not that you are healthy. Like you can be healthy without the perfect body. And measuring everything is, for me, it's just like an excess, or not taking any risk, you know, like, because if you reach like the highest point, don't leave your house, because you can go out and a car can, you know, like everything can happen. So you need to have like some sort of flexibility that says, okay, I want to take care of my decisions, but also life can happen, you know, and you know.
Exactly, I agree.
So yeah, it's difficult to find a balance, man.
Really?
It's difficult to find a balance, but find it we must, because otherwise, like, you cannot do anything with your life. So this has been the end of the episode. I hope you like it. Remember that you can support my work in my Patreon account and buy me a coffee account as juanaround. You can follow, share and subscribe in all my social media, Twitter, Facebook, etc. as juanaround. And I hope you enjoy it. See you around.